Hey y'all, it's Lindsay with the Fiber Seed, and it is WIP Wednesday where I share what I've been working on, which are a couple things. A lot of swatches, but a couple things. Anyway, first up, this Friday at noon, we're releasing the February colorway. I know, it's the second week of February. It's okay. I love it. It's soft, but in a good way. That sounds funny. Okay, so let's just show you, right? Morning has broken. It's a pale peach wash of pale peach, a yellow orange, and a grayish. So it's not fully gray, it's grayish. It's got that tan feel to it, tan vibe, with the speckles intermittently sprinkled on there. This is the sock. It reminds me of the sun as it's rising here in the cooler part. We're not going to call it winter because we just want that to move. It's along on its season. But anyway, it reminds me of the mornings and the warmth that you feel seeing it, even though like you're seeing it over a field of white, which is melting because it was 68 yesterday. And this is the worsted. It's a kaleidoscope. Looks like this in cake. And this is how it looks knitted and crocheted. So I did this on DK weight. So this is US 6 size needle that I did this with. I'm showing it to you right side up. Anyway, so that's how that worked up, and this is how the doubles, half doubles, and single crochets worked up. I'm going to be changing my ratio here, even though double crochets work up so much faster. I'm going to make my double crochet section smaller so you can see what half doubles and singles look like easily, because they do look different, and it could give you a completely different fabric. So there are my swatches. This is coming out again on Friday at noon. So, yay. What other swatches have I been? Well, I realized apparently I need to make another crochet swatch for this. So Thursdays when we don't have a show, we're gonna have Throwback Thursday, where we bring out one of our colors on the website that aren't there that you've seen at shows, and you're like, where is it? I want to buy it. Well, we've made ourselves a schedule, so we're sticking to it. Anyway, we're doing antique flowers tomorrow, which is Thursday. And this is what it looks like in sock, DK, and worsted. It's a besprinkle. This one's a little bit more yellow than normal. Anyway, the sprinkle, it's a earthy pink background with green, yellow, and like a purpley brown and a earthy, not rose, burgundy, but not burgundy, if that makes sense. Anyway, speckling. So this looks like in a cake. See the colors there. Pink. And because I realized I need the crochet swatch because I don't know where it went, the knitted swatch that has, you know, the feel of the hang. There we go. Anyway, so that's what it looks like knitted up. It looks crocheted up. It looks similar crocheted up. So I will make a crochet swatch here today so that we can get a picture of it. But I like these for garments because you've got like layers. It could be a simple garment, but you have layers going on within the fact that it's made by you, knitted or crocheted, but it's got an overall feel. But then as you get closer, you can see the different colors, and it's like, oh, that's pretty. And you didn't really do much of anything, but you could do plain fabric. Now you could do more. You could do like a color work with it and get a high contrast going on in there, and that would really look nice. I've seen that done before. So anyway, that's going to be available tomorrow, which is Thursday. And now we get to talk about what I've been working on that are not swatches. I also made swatches for the color of the year, which is coming out next week. It's okay. It's February. It's called Black Cherry. I really like it and definitely worked on it more than I normally do to get what I was thinking of out on the yarn, if that makes sense. So, because sometimes you're thinking something, you're like, oh yeah, this, and then it comes and you're like, nah, that's not what I wanted it to look like, which is really fun with yarn because you have so much, you know, level of control working with it, but then you also don't. So it was those don'ts that I was like, no, that's not it. Anyway, here's what I've been working on. I got a little bit further on my blanket that has no pattern to it. I mean, it has a pattern to it, but there's no pattern to it. So I need to block it, obviously. I would also say to that, I like the element of stockinette here that I did, I would not put that on the edge again because I don't like my edges curling. Nobody taught me about edges when I first learned it, so I made myself, when I was teaching myself stockinette making a scarf, I made a full stockinette scarf, and it rolled into this little cylinder, never to be unrolled again. I think I might still have it. But yeah, so I generally, when working a flat piece that's like this one, I'll put an edge to it, which you've noticed I've kept the rest of the way, except for right there. So once blocking takes out things, we're good. So anyway, this is how far I've gotten. I've gotten into another section of texture. I know I'm showing it you an almost camouflage colorway, and it's like, look at the texture. Can you see it? Trick question. Anyway, the new texture section will be right there. It's basically, I'm mimicking textural squares, but also I've started them staggered, if that makes sense. So like this one was staggered and stopped, but then this one is going to continue. This is going to make the square around. Then this one will end and stop, and then this one will come back in. So it's like a partial square, if that makes sense. I might even make it look like it's weaving, because I'm going to have a section in this that is not garter stitch, will be stockinette. And so I think I might bring this back in as a stockinette bit, like it's been woven through. Anyway, so watching me design on the fly. That's where that's gone. It's in Sprout Decay. It's on Trailhead. I am alternating balls, but just because I grabbed a couple of different dye lots because that's what we had, and I'm just weaving them in. I will weave the ends when I weave the ends in, but that's what I'm doing with that. So that's that one. I'm also trying, as again, I said it was 68. Now today's high is 40 something. Yesterday was 68. Working on this worsted sweater for Jordan, Mr. Fiber Seed. I got a little bit further on it, but making those swatches and working on that blanket because, again, realize I want to gift the blanket before the baby, because I've gifted enough blankets after the baby has come because of my poor planning. The whole, we got time, and then you go, oh, shoot. So anyway, this is how far I got. I got like maybe 4 rounds more, but every round counts. Every stitch counts. Every stitch is progress. So that's where we're at on this. This is Bering Sea and worsted, or sprout worsted. And I really like it. And today, because I'm wearing the color I'm wearing, it's showing up the way it's supposed to show up. Isn't it lovely? I like it. I might be borrowing this sweater when I feel like it. Yeah. So that's what I worked on with that. And then things I don't have to show you, I fixed some hand knitted socks that were worn through. Yeah. And a lot of swatches. So many swatches. But yeah, I'll share the swatches I can't show you now. I can show you next week. So there's something to look forward to. Yeah. Until next time though, happy crafting.